In today's Black Ops 7 Zombies video, I have an insane melee grinding strategy inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies directed mode. It's really easy to do if you want to use the Prestige attachment for the new SMGs, the Executioners. This was very good to level up weapons that can melee, right? So like the Executioners are the #1 thing to use, but again, in today's video, we use the SMGs and things like that. So drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. We're back on directed mode, and I wanted to try something interesting today. So with obviously the new SMGs inside of the game and having the attachment to where once you pack a punch them or whatever, once you get set up, you can literally melee zombies to health cap with these, right? Now, we're in directed mode because, again, this is an attachment on this weapon, but in directed mode with this melee attachment, it genuinely might just be free to get level 250 on this. Like, it's actually gonna be crazy. And unfortunately, Melee Macchiato does not work with this, but it is definitely going to be pretty freaking sweet whenever we do get set up and get into our strategy today to just spam zombies with our melee. We can go ahead and convert some of these gums, that way we can get a little bit of extra essence. Make sure you guys leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and yeah, man, we're on the road to 122k, which is insane. I mean, absolutely insane. So, we have just recently got kind of a teaser for Black Ops 7 Final Zombies map Rex, right? And they kind of showed what appears to be a mini boss or possibly a special enemy. I'm gonna be honest, I believe it's a special enemy and it looks exactly like a vermin. And I hope not, right? Don't want to see that. But it looks like it, and hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it is the final boss fight, right? The final boss, it's a spider. I mean, you would think it'd be the warden or something, right? But you never know. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually is coming in this map. I mean, if it's vermin, for example, that's going to be really disappointing. Like, really disappointing, dude. So hopefully it is not. But we just got to go do this other ward, and then we'll have Pack-a-Punch ready to be opened up, which will be good. Now we can open up this, and then we can head back over here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We can just do that. Okay, cool. We can do lock door, and we can hit this. Yeah, and then we can go up and kind of get Pack-a-Punch going. I forget what round that puts us at exactly in directed mode, but regardless, you can go through the Easter egg and get to max round on directed mode, which is round 15 if you want. You don't have to, so you can, but again, you don't have to. I typically, when I'm doing this, just being honest, I don't, because a lot of times I just don't feel like doing that. It is really good and it is 100% worth it, because then you can just save and quit and you just have that game. You know, you can just hop in, grind, save and quit, hop in, grind, save and quit, right? So it is worth it. But in a sense, I just never feel like doing all the steps for directed mode. Like, for the sake of grinding, I would just rather hop in and start grinding, if that kind of makes sense. All right, we can go ahead and open up this door. We can fight Oni real quick. Let's just throw a Molotov down. Should be able to do a little bit of initial damage to him. It's definitely not too much, but it'll help a little bit. Can we deal good damage doing this? Oh yeah, big boy damage. Once we get big boy damage dealt to us. Holy moly, man. That is scary. There we go, he's dead. Okay, put that there. Kind of back out of here a little bit. We can take down some of these zombies. So yeah, obviously using this melee method, you're gonna level up the new SMGs. So this is gonna be a very efficient and easy method to get these to level 250. For sure. We can go ahead and kill you. Keep trying to just flip through these rounds as much as possible. Okay, let's go up here. So obviously, this is pretty easy. Now there is plenty of spots you can camp, but I'm just gonna do the one that I think is the best, personally. This is just how I'm gonna do it. Now, obviously, you know, there is different ways and different weapons you can use also with stuff like this. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing or use exactly what I'm doing. But in sense of this weapon, if you're trying to get at level 250 or you're just trying to grind XP, this can also be pretty cool and fun to do. Something a little bit different. Now, we are currently having smoke in our strategy area, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go pick up some armor real quick. I would recommend, before kind of chilling and using the melee prestige attachment for this gun, that you do get a 3-plate. It might take you a little bit to save up the essence, but you need it. It's worth it because, you know, obviously melee macchiato does not work with this attachment, so you're meleeing a little bit slower, right? So you kind of want to be able to, I guess, have a little bit more HP, be able to take a little bit more damage, things like that, right? You want to be able to take some damage because you are going to. It's not a god mode thing. It's just a pretty easy spot to sit and melee zombies, right? Now, I don't know if the smoke's still going on over there, so we definitely will have to check it out. Now, feel free to use toxic growth if you want. You don't have to, not if you're on, you know, a certain round that you're comfortable with. There's 2 more zombies. Here's one, and here's the other. Here's another one. There we go. Okay. That round is now over. Now, the unfortunate thing of this is you have to spam this. You know, you can't hold down your button and it melee. But again, that's why this video is an easy 250 for these, right? You can use them. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, I'd just rather shoot. And that's perfectly fine. But sometimes I don't feel like doing that. I want to try something else. So we keep this door shut right here. Keep that shut. Now, we want to sit over here. Now, zombies jump up about right there, so what I typically do is I'll kind of just center myself in this corner right here, and we'll just kind of swing. Now, of course, we got to spam a little bit, but zombies are just going to jump up and you're going to be able to hit them. None are going to actually come from behind you. They're more so going to come around and jump up. Pretty easy. When a round does start, you don't have to do this. You can be very, very chill about it. You don't have to do it. But I would recommend shooting the Hellhounds just to avoid taking the very minor fire damage that they do deal to you if the fire is under you. Have Jug, 3-plate, you're good. You can just chill and do this. Again, it's very, very easy to do. You throw on some double XP tokens and you can grind the hell out of this. The Prestige attachment, or the Prestige camo, is pretty sweet. I do like it. I think it's pretty neat. It's kind of like ducks almost. But if you are trying to grind it and unlock it, this can be an easy alternative to leveling it up, right? Definitely won't be too bad. But again, you want to have your 3-plate, quick revive, Jug, things like that, right? Because the damage we just took, that's going to be every single round, all day long. You're going to take a little bit of damage. But it is such an easy spot to do this on. Now, of course, if you want to play standard and you want to try and use this on standard, you're more than welcome to. I would just recommend using toxic growths and whatnot. And there's that round. Some more kills. There's a weapon level 17. It's very, very easy to level this up, especially in directed mode. Now, again, if you go to, like, say, round 15, you're going to have more zombies per round. So it is going to be a little bit easier to level your guns up more in a single round, right? If that kind of makes sense. So we can kill the Hellhound, and we can jump up here. Just kind of sit on this corner. You don't have to be in a perfect spot. It isn't like that. Just chill. As simple as that, and just spam your melee. And you'll go through these rounds pretty freaking fast. It is not hard at all. Come on. We can keep spamming as they're coming up. Yeah, I just would recommend the 3-plate in Jug. Quick revive for sure, because you want to be able to regen a little bit faster. But just because some zombies you take hits from, you know, and you want to be able to have that HP, but you also want to be able to regen that HP when needed. Come on. There we go. This round's about to be over. But yeah, I mean, it would be super cool, and this strategy would really thrive if Treyarch fixed Melee Macchiato and allowed it to work with this attachment. It would be even better, but it isn't that big of a deal, for sure. It's definitely pretty easy. There is that round. That is complete. Got ourselves some more kills. That is what I'm talking about, man. Now we can just keep sitting here. Also, this strategy right here is a pretty good strategy in standard. I mean, given Oni, you know, can destroy you, but as long as you have, you know, a good weapon, the 1911s, you have the Cat Wonder weapon, you know, things like that, you're going to be just fine. So you can also use this strategy in standard with just something completely different. right? Or you can use this strategy with other melee weapons. It's something very good to use to grind the melee weapons in zombies, just because of how close the zombies jump up to you, things like that, right? Like if you use, say, the, what's it called? The knife, if you use the katana, you could very easily make progress with this, right? Like say after this round, what we can do is we can go pack-a-punch the, I think we have the executioners on. Now we're obviously going to buy melee macchiato, which will ruin the whole SMG grind, but I can showcase it to you guys that it is very easy to do with all melee weapons. It is not just this. Reason I say a lot of times just this in this SMG in today's video is because it's new. A lot of people are trying to get at level 250. A lot of people are trying to grind it, etc., etc. But let's go up and pack-a-punch this, and we'll buy melee macchiato. It won't take me too long. This new round's going to start. I probably won't kill any of the zombies, except for you. I'm getting rid of him. Alright, so let's just say throw pack on that. Then we can go grab melee. And then we should be able to one-hit zombies. That's kind of the goal. You know, with whatever you're using, you want to make sure you're able to one-hit. That's why the SMGs are very, very good. You know, you don't want to be two-hitting zombies on whatever round you're at. Now, obviously, you can avoid that by upgrading, getting rarity, things like that, right? So, no worry. But, you know, sometimes you might not want to do all that, or you might not have the essence and the salvage to actually do it. So here we go. We have the executioners, and we can just spam these, right? With melee macchiato, they're way faster. So this strategy's, in theory, going to be way safer. Way safer. Like, insane. Versus, say, the SMG. Right? So now we just get infinite zombies, XP, weapon XP. I mean, easy gains for melee weapons, right, with this strategy. It is a top-tier, directed mode, melee farming strategy. All day. Like, if we had the Citadel swords right now, this would be insane. It would be off the charts in terms of good for grinding. But that is really it, man. I want you guys to try this strategy out with melee items for sure, especially if you're trying to get them level 250, or you want to get the combat knife level 250, or the executioners, or the new SMGs with the prestige attachment. It will work out for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.